Sally, and welcome to Masterclass Part 2. Today we're looking at aligning your state of mind right now. I hope you enjoyed Part 1 of our Masterclass series where we started to analyse you. We looked at where you are with your exercise and your diet. We also discussed how your lifestyle can affect your choices and suggested small action steps you could implement to create healthier options. These core elements are major pieces in the puzzle to getting you to feel more ace and awesome and on the path to getting your mojo back. I just want to reiterate what I said in Part 1's video. You have to truly want change in your life for it to actually happen. Nothing is going to change and give you the chance for feeling more fabulous if your commitment to yourself isn't there. You have to truly have that desire inside you to say, yep, it's time and I'm prepared to put in the work and make it happen. And as I said, the hardest step is making the commitment and actually starting. After that, it does become easier, especially when you start to feel so much better. So commit to wanting change right now and do the work. Let's pull out that positive attitude with the lure of feeling more fabulous, fitter and free, and let's head into today's class. Today we're aligning you with a better mindset. It does require a bit of homework, and I strongly urge you to complete all the exercises because it can literally change your life. Doing the work today is really instrumental into bringing about more permanent change. I can't emphasize how important the work is. It requires you to dig deeper into you, to the stuff that makes you tick from the inside. And this is the stuff that really helps you change to an even better version of yourself. You have to put the time and effort in to train your body to get some change and maintain it. And it's the same with your diet, being mindful of what you eat and how much, etc. Well, the same goes for your mind. Did you know that all your actions, your behaviours and every choice you make is based on how you feel or think? Your mind is the central heartbeat for every single one of your choices and therefore your behaviour. To get you feeling more fabulous and getting your mojo back, it's super important to get your mind right. How you feel or think totally 100% affects how you choose to act, so think about that. Harvard Business Research proved that being in a calm, happy and energised state of mind drives the greatest level of effectiveness and performance. It makes sense, doesn't it? Don't you find that when you're feeling fat, you just feel crap about yourself? It's just like the acronym we spoke about in Part 1. You feel frustrated, anxious and tired. When you continuously stay in this fat state of mind, you never get the results you truly want. Your motivation and inspiration is pretty average and you just feel flat. And when you're feeling fat, frustrated, anxious and tired, and let's add in stressed as well, often we find it harder and harder to actually see the state of mind we're in because we're in that bubble. When you're in that state, you get bogged down and just tick along as normal and get used to feeling average. So here's 3 tips to get you into a better state of mind. Number 1, keep your body fit and healthy and get loads of sleep to keep up your energy and balance. Oh, I could spend hours about the importance of good quality sleep. It literally affects us so much. Go to bed at a decent hour, dim your lights and have some wind down time to de-stress the body beforehand. So in summary, have a balanced diet, continue exercise and adequate quality sleep. Tip number 2, reduce your stress. We all know what a crippler stress can be. It can literally drive us nuts. You have to get yourself into a calmer state of mind. So try breathing and stretching, loosening up those tight muscles and stimulate blood flow and improve your brain function. This puts us in a better state of calm and contentment. Also, here's another stress reducer, eliminate clutter to reduce anxiety. Well, as a busy mum, I know the challenges this one has. However, even when it gets all too much for me, I literally chuck all the mess into a room and close the door so it isn't in my face all the time and playing on my mind. Go for a walk, breathe in fresh air, turn off the head talk. And tip number 3, actually own and acknowledge your feelings and thoughts, your emotions. Be aware of what you are feeling when you do certain actions or behaviours. Start to get in touch with the relationship between what you do and why you do it because of how you are feeling and thinking. Become more aware, and it's going to be the first step of learning to change the way you react. Once you acknowledge and own that your state of mind is a bit out of whack, then you can do something about it. Often it's easy to get lost in the confusion of life, and the next thing you know, you're getting more and more overwhelmed and stressed out and anxious and can't see that it has happened and it's become a normal state to be in. You're out of balance. So once you actually recognize it, then just stop. Take a minute to pause. Own the feelings and thoughts you have right now and then think about how you actually want to feel and think. Here's the first exercise for today. releasing your beliefs. As part of realigning and reconnecting yourself to what is really important to you and for setting yourself up to feel more awesome, we have to investigate your beliefs. Believe it or not, you are probably carrying around a heap of beliefs that don't really serve you and may be acquired from childhood and have probably been misconstrued from the beginning or built up over the years. Let's bring some awareness around these beliefs so we can release the useless ones which hold you back, and we can clean the slate and move forward. Wow, trust me, it feels so good to let them go. Okay, so let's go ahead and lose the burden of ourselves. So write down all the limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Just jot down on your paper limiting beliefs, because you'll need some time and space to think about them after this video. It's quite a challenging and confronting exercise. It's really important you list at least 20, because the more you have to think about, the deeper you have to dig, and it's those deep-seated beliefs that are usually the ones that we want to turf out of your psyche. Think about the beliefs you've been carrying with you since childhood, formed from what others have said to you or what you were told and what you have thought about yourself. Write them down, it doesn't matter what they are. Really focus on them, and it's really important to include the beliefs you carry around about yourself. It can be quite challenging because a lot of these beliefs you have never ever questioned and just taken them as, well, that's how it is. And by doing this exercise, you actually focus and bring your awareness to what you have been believing for a very long time and never questioned. But is it really how it is right now? That leads us into the second section of today's class, replacing some of those old non-serving beliefs. Part of getting your mojo back is seeing yourself in a different light, turning on the light switch and seeing a different person in the mirror. As I said, when you actually face and acknowledge some of your beliefs and realise they're actually untrue or incorrect, then you can see that they can sometimes be limiting you in your choices and actions and full potential. So give it a proper go after you've watched this video and really commit to digging deep. You may be really surprised at some of the stuff you've been thinking about, which has actually no substance or truth to it. Okay, so now let's move on to the next exercise. Let's replace some of those beliefs with ones that are more in line with the truth of you. So exercise 2 is replace your beliefs. When you get the beliefs about yourself aligned and in balance, then you really start to feel that freedom of letting go of others' opinions, and you really start to feel more fabulous. You come into more of your own power as you really get to feel and believe how wonderful you are. Remember, you are a truly awesome person, and you totally deserve to feel fabulous. When you really truly believe that you are ace and awesome, then it becomes so much easier to let go of feeling fat and flat. So this exercise, next one, is replace limiting beliefs with strengthened positive beliefs. Write down at least 20 beliefs about yourself that enhance the quality of you as a person, that support and nurture you, and that are true and honest. Strong, positive beliefs about yourself. Really try to get down more than 20, because the more you list, the deeper you delve within yourself again to find all those really good qualities. When you find them, you can own them, and they should help you feel a whole heap happier about yourself, so that you can turn yourself around to stay on the path of really believing how awesome you are. So now we have got your mindset in a more positive place with what you believe about yourself. And this last part of the video is to discover how to relearn how you think and how to get back on track when you fall off the horse. So exercise 3 is relearn ways of thinking. There are so many things you can do to help you retain the way you think, but today we'll just focus on the way you think about you. It's so important to get your mind to think you are awesome and ace, because the truth is you absolutely are. If you don't truly think and believe you are ace and awesome, then how can you expect others to fully believe it too? You have to feel and think awesome to actually be awesome. Of course you'll have moments where you doubt yourself, but that's normal. We all have better days than others. Plus, we live in a society where people are often putting each other down, particularly in Australia. We have that tall poppy syndrome, and we're so quick to judge and put people down. Well, let's break some of those old habits. So how can you redirect your mind to thinking you are awesome? Well, let's first up practice some self-love. The more you learn to love yourself, the more you gain confidence in yourself and become connected with what's really important in life. The more you let other stuff go, the more you truly begin to love yourself more. Build up your confidence. There's nothing more attractive than a confident person. Confident people let the smaller stuff go and not bother them, and they really do focus on what's important. They don't stress about the bullshit. Have gratitude. Be grateful for what you do. Be grateful for the great things in your life, and be even more grateful for the wonderful attributes you were gifted with. There is no such thing as perfect, and so many people tend to focus on the bits they don't like about themselves and put themselves down way too often. It's too easy to do that. It becomes a heap easier to love yourself more and appreciate what you do have going for you when you put your life and yourself into perspective. Okay, so here's your next bit of homework. I know there's been quite a few exercises to complete today, but I highly encourage you to take the time and do them. It's totally worth it at the end. This is an exercise on self-love. I'd like you to list down at least 20 things you love about yourself. Yes, a minimum of 20. Make sure you include a mixture of physical and personality traits as part of your overall attributes. Dig deep and take your time to just let it all flow from within. So next, list down at least 20 things you are grateful for in your life. Being grateful is one of the greatest ways to get you realigned and focus more clearly on what's important and put your whole life into perspective. When you are grateful and practice self-love, it really helps to get your mind in a much greater headspace. When you feel better about yourself, it helps stop you falling into that negative pit of putting yourself down and feeling yuck about yourself. When you feel and think better, it becomes a lot easier to make better choices and act in a healthier way for you and your body. You know what it's like when you wake up refreshed, energized, and your attitude is positive. You can kick goals and conquer just about anything. I'd like to share 3 little tips to help remind you of how awesome you truly are. 1. Literally give yourself a huge, enormous kiss in the mirror when you get up. Mwah! Talk to yourself and tell yourself, I'm awesome, because it's so bloody true. By saying it often enough, it won't seem as silly as it sounds. Plus, your body, mind and soul will love hearing it. Number 2, dress to impress yourself. Put on clothes that make you feel awesome, or get your hair done, or whatever it takes you to make you feel $1,000,000. It boosts your self-esteem and helps you feel really fabulous. And tip number 3 is reward yourself. When you've accomplished some great achievement, go ahead and congratulate yourself on a job well done. Treat yourself with anything that will boost you up and enjoy every second of that reward. So, we've been through a lot. In summary of today's class, we focused on aligning you in a much more positive and accurate way regarding what you believe about yourself. We've reviewed and released some old limiting beliefs and have replaced them with more positive and accurate ones. Then we have looked at ways of relearning ways to think by building up your self-love and practicing gratitude so that you can get back to feeling ace and awesome. So don't forget to go and do the homework exercises right now whilst it is all fresh and you're in the right frame of mind. It's really critical to building up some permanent change for you. I hope you've enjoyed today's class, and I look forward to taking you on the next journey in part 3, where we reset you with some action steps so that you can feel more fabulous and free. Bye for now, and lots of love. Sal. Bye.